Welcome to Spotlight. I'm Terry Harrington, and I'll be speaking with Patti Manley. Today's show is sponsored by Semco Energy Gas Company. Well, Patti, you work with the grants over at the St. Clair, or the Community Foundation of St. Clair County.
Yes.
I imagine this has been a busy year for you guys, hasn't it?
It has. It has. We turned 80 years old this year at the foundation.
Wow.
And we are absolutely delighted at the things that we've got coming up. We have a staff of only 11 people, but we have 150 volunteers. So we are very excited about that. We are also $105 million in assets this year in our little St. Clair County. So we're so delighted about that. And we've got some great things coming up with strategic planning. And those are, in particular, we went more in depth this year. We do it every 3 years, but we went more in depth this year with having 3 temporary task force. Some of them took on grants. What did that look like? Are we doing it the way we should be? Can we be more efficient at it? And we also were expanding our rural philanthropy, placemaking, and workforce and small business. Those are the things that those task force kind of took on in our strategic priorities. So there will be more to follow in this as we actually release it the beginning of next year. But we've been very excited about the new structure that we have and are looking forward to sharing it with the community.
Good. It seems to me the Community Foundation has really taken a role in leading some of the bigger projects that we've had in our county, haven't you?
Yes, yes, we have. And we've been delighted to be able to work with the Ralph C. Wilson Foundation, and they have been very good to our area with some funding for the Marine City Marina, the Bridge to Bay Black River Canal Bridge. That was very
huge.
Expensive because of COVID. So that was huge. It really tied all of that together. So we have been really excited about being a part of those things. So yes, we are.
So, and I mean, you're also involved with local schools and getting programs in the schools. And I mean, your hand is in just about everything here in the county, aren't you?
We do a lot. We do a lot. And probably one of the things that we are most excited about, that we think we do very well, is matching up our donors and their wishes with what's happening in the community. And we have endowed funds, non-endowed funds, donor-advised funds, and those allow our donors to say, we want to specifically support basic needs, or we want to support our Bridge to Bay trails. So we match those folks up to try and serve the community in the areas that need it and that our donors want to.
Okay. I know one thing, because I'm a retired RESA employee, one of the things that I know you've been real involved with is getting college advisors in the high school.
Yes.
So that kind of touches down to kids, but even before they begin their careers, doesn't it?
That's right, exactly. Our scholarship program is immense, and that's where a fair amount of our time was spent for many, many years is in that. And some of that has changed the way it has looked, and we used to be tuition. And now we're looking at the whole entity of trying to get the student through school. Some students can get tuition paid for, but maybe they can't make their rent payments. So we have a complete your degree program now that we're doing to try and help with all of that, and it's starting in a lot of cases in the high schools.
And you also use that to bring some kids back home into the community.
Yes, we just had a new one the other day, so we're delighted about that. So yes, that's been great. That's been a lot of fun.
Great. So how can people get involved with the Community Foundation?
So we have, the process that we use is, if people are interested in one of our mini committees, and they can contact the foundation and become a part of that. We'd love to have input from many diverse groups, because that's what makes us what we are, I believe. And when we are reflective of the community in which we are operating in, that only helps us to make better decisions on the grant money. We have a lot of donor advised funds, So we have, Jackie gave me the numbers this morning, nearly 900 grants have been given so far this year.
Wow.
For a total of about $3.5 million. Our grants committee doesn't have a lot of input on that because a lot of that is what donors have decided they want to support. It's near and dear to their hearts. Some have passed away, leaving the money to the foundation. Some are still alive and quite actively involved in where they would like to give their money.
And you have a youth foundation or a youth group that
We do.
controls a lot of things too, don't you?
We do. We call it our YAC, Youth Advisory Council. What a great group of kids. And they come to our meetings. So we often have the president and the vice president of the YAC Council come to our meetings. And it's so wonderful to see them. We're 30 people in a room in suits. And along comes these young folks. It doesn't faze them at all. They ask questions. They're part of the discussion. It's wonderful to see that. There are up and coming new folks to take over at the foundation.
Great. How can people get more information on the foundation?
You can go to our website, which is stclairfoundation.com. And you can be part of Randy's blog, which might be very helpful. If you're not, that would be a great thing to do. One of the things just a couple of things, if I could, that are recent highlights of what we're doing. With the assistance of DTE, we gave about $30,000 to local food banks.
Great.
That brings our total this year to about $80,000 in basic needs support. There was an article in the paper recently for the Kind Human for Humankind folks, and we were able to purchase a trailer for them. They give furniture to people who maybe were previously homeless and now they've been able to get into someplace, but they have no furniture. They needed to transport that furniture. So we were able to do those kinds of things.
Great.
We started our disaster recovery fund last year, and the James C. Atchison Foundation gave us the initial $50,000 for that, and now the Cush Family Fund just gave us another $50,000. So we wanted to be at $100,000 to be able to support that, and that's kind of modeled after the Maui Strong situation. So we will be more than happy to entertain folks who want to be a part of us. There's the 150 volunteers. There's a lot of places for people if they're interested.
Sounds good. Well, thanks for sharing about the Community Foundation of St. Clair County.
Thank you, Terry.
And thank you for joining us on Spotlight.